Fresh Dressing 200, presented by Rolling Rock. Tonight here at Jennerstown Speedway, Jennerstown, Pennsylvania. Not too far from Latrobe, Pennsylvania, the home of the Rolling Rock Brewery. As we watch some of the product, no samples, unfortunately, for the on-air team. Marty Lindley will be our new leader, but first let's get our USAR Hooters Cup tech tip. Here's Stephen Cox.
USAR officials have given new teams a one-race grace period to bring the nose pieces and the tail pieces on their race cars into line with USAR specifications. Now, this is the 00 car of Donnie Hill of Columbus, Ohio. Now, take a good look at that nose piece. USAR officials say not only is it technically illegal, it's too expensive. USAR makes nose and tail pieces available to their drivers for $200 each. Now that compares to maybe $500 for similar pieces manufactured by other makers. Now, you can have them repaired for $70 each, so it's very economical. And USAR wants to make sure that no drivers have any type of aerodynamic advantage. And the last reason is to make everything cosmetically standardized for the entire series. So now your Monte Carlo really looks like a Monte Carlo.
And that's our Hooters Pro Cup tech tip. Thank you, Stephen. Still under caution here at the Jennerstown Speedway in Jennerstown, Pennsylvania. After that scramble, losing our three lead cars, Marty Lindley is out in front. Back to pit road where Stephen is with Jeff Agnew.
Well, Jeff Agnew will come back on to pit row in the 73 NGA Tour car, and these guys have had another really fine run spoiled by not just body damage. Now, you're seeing a work on some body damage here, but Jeff radioed in a couple of minutes ago when they went back out after their first stop, and he said, guys, I've got a serious vibration we're going to have to deal with. Well, the crew is going to try looking at the center link. They think that the center link may have a slight bend in it, and they're going to get underneath this race car and try to check it and see how serious it is, because Jeff is not sure if this car is even drivable.
Wow. Well, as we continue under caution, a reminder that you can catch more Hooters Pro Cup action here on Speed Vision. Our next event on television, the Naturally Fresh Mountain Spring Water 250, next Thursday night, May the 3rd at 9 Eastern. More action on pit road. Back to Stephen Cox.
Well, Brian Vickers has already lost multiple laps in the pits right now. Here's a guy who led the race early on, but now they're trying to reset the toe. They're trying to work with a bent tie rod that's been messed up on the front right. They're going to leave it on there and try to work with that same tie rod again. We've seen several guys do that tonight. And they also have a puncture in the radiator. Now look down on the ground, and you'll see the fluid coming out from underneath the race car. They sent Brian back out, and then they came, swiped their finger on the ground, and smelled it. Sure enough, it's not any fuel. It's not oil. It turned out to be water, and that means Brian sits here waiting on another radiator.
I also noticed that Stacy Purrier, the 92 car, and the 28 car, Regan Smith, came in and got 4 tires. Now, that's a little bit early, but maybe their pit stop strategy is going to work out for them, track position.
That's an extreme short pit situation, but we'll find out how it plays out in a couple of moments. Still under caution here at Jennerstown. Let's take a quick time out on Speed Vision. Back with more of the Hooters Pro Cup North Series opener. Welcome back to Jennerstown Speedway, Jennerstown, Pennsylvania on Speed Vision. I'm Rick Benjamin, Scott Sutherland alongside. Stephen Cox on pit road for us. 75 laps are on the board. Marty Lindley is your restart leader in the 01 car. Right behind him, Mark Nesbitt in the 30 in second spot. And trouble right away. Several cars get together as they come to the stripe. It looks like damage to the 12 of Bobby Gagetskis. So Gagetskis in trouble for the second time tonight. He drops low on the inside. Looks like he's got a left front tire down.
Yeah, then there's not going to be any caution, so he's going to have to limp his way back, along with all the other problems he's having tonight.
No power steering in that machine, and with a flat front tire, that certainly is going to make his job even tougher as he tries to wrestle that race to pit road. Let's take another look at what caused the stack-up. You're on board with Tim Bainey. He has contact. Gets turned around a little bit. Keeps it straight. We watch action on the back straightaway now, battling for position. Charlie Ford did not have to go to the rear. He came right back in line, so he's about 8th right now. Meantime, Bainey in the Jackaroo Sauces Taurus, he's got damage to the right side of that race car. Looks like he's got a tire down, maybe an axle problem. Marty Lindley takes advantage. He scoots off to a big lead ahead of Nesbitt in the 30. And rookie Donnie Hill in the 00 moving up to 3rd. There you get a look at the scoring summary. Charlie Ford up to 7th in that 14th car. As we take a look inside Tim Bainey's machine.
Well, we actually felt the right rear hit the wall when we were in that in-car view, and probably what's happened is the rear end has got slammed over the left, bent the track bar on the thing. Now they're going to have to get up underneath and try to get that rear end pulled back over to the right.
Crew working on the right side of the race car. If that's the case, it'll take them a while on pit road. Jeff Agnew's machine still on pit road, too. Let's get an update on his situation. Back to Stephen Cox.
Jeff, tell me what happened out there.
I don't know, somebody up in front of us got loose or got out of shape or something, and then Charlie and Brian and everybody started checking up, and we was all kind of there in a pack, and I don't know, just one of those racing deals, you know. I tell you, I hate it for the NGA Hooters Tour. I tell you, I think we had a super good car tonight. We were sitting there in fourth place riding behind Bill, and actually when we got by Bill and we were chasing the leaders down, we were maybe 1,500 better than they was. So, you know, it's a bad deal for us, but got something to look forward to come back. We've got us some good sponsors now with NGA, all those folks. I'd like to thank all of them, Mr. Brooks. Let us come back next time.
Agnew's 73 car was very strong early. I like Jeff Agnew a lot. I've known him for a long time. Used to race at one of my old short track stomping grounds, Franklin County Speedway, up outside Roanoke, Virginia.
Well, he sure has done Franklin County very good. He's a great racer.
Caution on lap 85. Yellow flag for a front stretch incident. Again, it's Danny Abold in the RTI Telecom Chevy. The 6th car, Brent Nelson, also involved in the 20. The Caliber construction machine. And the 3rd car involved Joey Vanco's Top Friendly Market, number 95. So the yellow waves at Jennerstown. We'll come back and reset things in a moment.
Hooters, delightfully tacky yet unrefined. And by naturally fresh dressing. It's not just our name, it's our promise. And by the Fairfield Inn, a Marriott property.
We're back at Jennerstown Speedway, Jennerstown, Pennsylvania, for the USAR Hooters Pro Cup Tour. Caution on the Speedway. Some of the leaders, including Marty Lindley, coming on the pit road downstairs to Stephen Cox.
Marty Lindley will take advantage of this yellow flag to make a full pit stop. Now, this is really early, but you got to think maybe they think they can go the distance if they're quick enough and don't lose a lap under yellow here. They can go the distance on this fuel all the rest of the way, change 4 tires right now, and Lindley is an old hand at this. I mean, he's won races in this series before. Scott, Rick, you guys saw him last year, and he knows what he's doing. You got to think they've already calculated this out, and they're ready to go. He does feel the engine. He just about did.
Well, I don't think tires are going to be an issue here, so they're probably making the right choice by coming in early. What we call short pit, which will be before halfway. They're getting their tires, they're setting themselves up for track position for later on in the race. Probably a good choice.
Less than 120 laps is all they'll need to cover to complete the race tonight. Should be able to do that. Find out about Tim Bainey's situation. Back to Stephen.
Well, Tim, talk about your experience tonight. Unfortunately, it looks like it's over early.
Yeah, we had a good run going there. We were looking forward to this Jack Roussos with Selco, and Ford was really going pretty good. We short pitted there. We knew we were good on long runs. We figured the last 130 we'd still be good. We weren't falling off on time as much as the other guys in practice, so we figured that'd work out for us. But unfortunately, there guys got backed up, and then we got into from behind. There's not much you can do about it, but.
What was the damage to the car that finally put an end to it?
We bent a truck arm, and then it was rubbing the rear tire. And we were just trying to hold out for caution, get in the pits, but we ended up blowing the right rear. And so we came in, the guys looked, and it's pretty bent up, so we can't go back out. But we're running for rookie year deal this year, and we'll be back in Thompson, I guess. Thanks.
Bainey, a young man, 17 years old, who really handles himself quite well, and did a good job tonight in his first appearance in the Hooters Pro Cup Series. We'll be back with more at Jennerstown.